Hey guys, Merchant Gaming here, and today we're taking a look at Risen 3 for the PlayStation 3. Now please note I haven't played this on PC and I haven't played it on Xbox, but ultimately I have played it on the PlayStation 3, and this is my thoughts and opinions on the game. So Risen 3, as everyone knows, is the third in a franchise. Ultimately the first two, the second one in particular, didn't get too good a press. The first one was better than the second, but ultimately still didn't get quality reviews, and this is the third one, which was hoping to distinguish any problems anyone had with Risen. But Risen 3 ultimately is a huge failure on the console part, and I'll go into that in a moment, but a few ups about Risen 3. Risen 3's questing is really fun, and there are some in-depth quests there, which have some good characters, but the characters aren't overly interesting. Again, I'll go in that a little bit more detail in a moment, but the questing is pretty fun, some lengthy, some short, but most have a pretty awesome objective, and they all feature awesome enemies. Beyond that though, Risen 3 is a mess, and as you can see on screen right now, the game slows down to a standstill every time the autosave kicks in. There are so many problems with this game, so much screen tearing throughout, and ultimately the frame rate in this game drops constantly for no apparent reason. Visually the game sucks, and I don't mean that in a horrible way either. The menus look horrible. The visuals themselves would be better, I think, if portrayed on a next generation console, but because they've tried to max out the power of the current generation, they've just used things that I think simply don't work on the current generation of consoles. Ultimately, it would have looked better on the next generation, and it probably would have looked better. Currently, it looks awful. Again, guys, voices. Now you can't hear this right now because unfortunately my capture card isn't capturing the audio, but voices are a huge problem too. The voices don't fit the characters, and the voices don't sound right. They sound like they've been recorded with inferior equipment, and it really is strange, but they almost echo slightly. Each character has its own voice, but each character's voice doesn't fit with the character, and therefore connecting with the characters is extremely difficult, and for me I could not connect with the character at all. The story, on the other hand, is pretty decent. You know, you start off as this dude, he dies, and he gets resurrected by this guy on the boat right now, and from there, you know, you have a demon inside your body, sort of thing, or, you know, that's basically the story. I don't want to give away too much on that. So guys, Risen 3 is a pretty awful title, and if you're willing to go and purchase this game, you're willing to purchase anything, this gets a 4 out of 10 from me. As always, like, comment and subscribe. Check out my written review, which will go into more depth, and ultimately I shall see you next time in another review, guys. Cheers.